So I'm a bit unbiased when it comes to Ironheart. I just wanted to throw my 2 cents in here because I feel as though it's something that's similar has been happening with Star Wars. And when I saw the first 3 episodes of Ironheart for the first time, I really wanted to enjoy it. I honestly really did, but I just couldn't get myself to like Riri Williams as a character. I mean, not Riri Williams, Ironheart as a character. And I really didn't like any of the characters that were there on the show as well. And I also didn't like the situations that they put Ironheart's character in. Now, I will say the people who are review bombing the show or review bombed it before it even came out, you guys are weird. And there's a certain group of people out there who are trying to put a whole spin on it and pretend that they're not being racist. And it's clearly obvious that you're just being racist. You know who you are. And for me, I'm just going to come from a place of being non-biased. I'm not really that big of a fan of Ironheart so far. I watched the first 3 episodes, and although the CGI does look pretty good, I just personally didn't really care too much for the show. Maybe it's because I haven't really liked much of Marvel that's come out recently. But let me just get into this really fast. One of the main reasons why I didn't really like Ironheart as a TV show is because Riri Williams just seems kind of more of like, I'm not Riri Williams. I keep accidentally calling her by her actress's name, not her, but the character Ironheart. I'm honestly forgetting her name right now, but I just really didn't care about the situations they were putting her in. I mean, her whole persona right now is her joining a gang. I mean, she's accomplice to murder. She steals and does a lot of things and really doesn't have any repercussions for it. And now I get it, Iron Man wasn't necessarily a saint either. If you guys can remember, he was a weapon manufacturer. He killed thousands, I mean probably millions of people, and took advantage of a war-torn world at the time and made profit off of it. But one thing that I wish that people would do is I wish that they would do it a little bit different. And the same thing that Tony Stark would have wanted as well is he wanted Ironheart to be a little bit different from how he had to come up. Now I understand this is something that Riri Williams has to go through herself after, you know, being part of a murder, also being a big person who is stealing right now. And I just think that that's really stupid of her character. But anyway, that's besides the point. But she really has to go through a whole learning process. And Iron Man did too. He had to go through a whole bunch of different stuff, about 15 different movies worth of time in order to become the Iron Man that we knew at the end of Endgame. But at the beginning, he was a very narcissistic person, similar to what Ironheart or Riri Williams is going through right now. But part of me deep down really wishes they would have taken a different route with Riri Williams or with Ironheart. I keep calling her Riri Williams for some reason, but some part of me deep down really wants them to take a completely different route. And my whole thing is that she's smart, she's capable, she's able to build unique and great things. I don't know why she doesn't just build a product or something along those lines while studying at MIT to really provide something for the world and the environment that she lives in. She's extremely smart, she can do it, and nobody can tell me that she can't do it. What I hate is the stereotypes that they put on her as a black person, as a black character, of she has to steal, she has to do all these weird things, she has to be part of a gang, she has to murder. That's just so stupid to me. It's completely racist, honestly. In Forspoken, a game, the main character is kind of a dick, kind of an asshole, and it's something that I didn't really necessarily like about the game. She was rude and brash towards all of her friends and would often make snarky comments constantly, and it was just kind of like, all right, when are you gonna stop being an asshole? And the thing is it's different from a game like Red Dead Redemption 2 where you have an option to be an asshole or not. In this game, it was completely just like that. The full game, you're just making snarky comments, you're always being mean to your friends, and I didn't really necessarily like that. And it's a similar vibe that we get from Ironheart. I didn't like that from Ironheart whatsoever. I didn't like that from the main character in Forspoken. And so far, I'm not necessarily feeling it here either. And also the supporting characters, I don't really care about either. Nor do I necessarily care about the Red Hood as a villain right now, just because of the pure fact that he's really just a setup for a future villain. I really wish that they would have just stuck with one villain. Now, there are some people that do have all 6 episodes and have reviewed them, and they say, oh man, the last 10 minutes of it is extremely great. But in my opinion, I don't want to have to sit through a whole 7 hours of a whole TV show and then for the final 10 minutes, it's great. I just don't think that's very good. I mean, if you think about it, back in high school when you'd write an essay, if you didn't necessarily do good on the beginning, the middle, and the conclusion, you didn't necessarily get a good grade. If you just did good on the conclusion, then the other 2 were still bad, then you're not getting a good grade. And that's how I'm currently viewing Ironheart. Not saying that the character can't be good going down in the future, but I'm just saying that right now it's not necessarily there yet. At least not with me personally. Now, the action and the CGI are pretty good. I do like that they went back to a practical suit for Ironheart, but so far I do like the set designs, I do like the costumes, I do like things along those lines. So far for me right now, it's just a writing the story and the characters that are really not really grasping me right now. Now, I don't want this review to go very long or be long-winded. It is just only 3 episodes. I'll get the rest later on. I just wanted to make a review from a non-biased person so far. I mean, I just don't really like it that much so far, but we'll get into it. I'll give the rest of it a good shot as well. Also, too, I can care less about the dialogue from the characters. It does kind of give me that Captain America Brave New World vibes. I didn't really like the dialogue in that movie either. And also, one last point, they do try to make it a point that, hey, this isn't an Iron Man replacement, but to be honest, it just kind of feels that way. Nothing about how the character is going right now feels like it's not an Iron Man replacement. But anyway, that's all I got for this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Just really wanted to give my opinion on this because I don't want to come from a place that doesn't seem credible. A lot of people do have biases slighted towards this character in the show. I just wanted to give something fresh and authentic. But anyway, may the force be with you guys, and as always, have a great rest of your day.